The albino royal Draco appeared to create a human reptile, a human hybrid bloodline which have been appeared to be existing since the ancient time. Are all the reptilian bad? No, not all of them. You have, let's, when I say get off your knees, computer screen projection from information on a disk. So I want to change that disk out, reprogram, press enter, disk in, different word. And what's happening now? It's part of the whole truth vibration transformation. It's the information, I have a projector and a fallacy collector, and a gang stalker ordinator. أو بعت لك ناس كمان. You just have to do what? Eject. Remove the CD. Reprogram. Inject. Listen how the universe is changing as it does in a cycle of nature of getting familiar how I speak, talk like this, but where I'm coming from and the perception that I come from this conclusion. But the ancient talk about the cycle of nature of time, and it is a cosmic game, and it is, you go through this epoch of the Indian culture, or Yugos, Watika, different names, but this cycle goes through times, great expansion of Asian code, called the Golden Age, and periods of suppression and oppression, and great challenges, and where control system come in, and there's others bring us back to where we started, and the whole secret start again, the interactive computer game. It's simple as possible way in that we are picking up on information from the game, like the computer game from a disk and put it on a screen, but posting our unique contribution of this game. So it's an interactive game. We give and we receive. But it seems very powerfully, right back to the truth vibration coming in with the light years and awareness of it. We're moving at this time from a period of suppression. I don't think anyone need any convincing of that. And we need moving into a period of much more greater expansion of consciousness, expansion of awareness from fear, because fear leads to siphoning energy, security and insecurity is the key to understand why people want control. And if people want control, any other entity, whatever you want to call them, want control over others, want control over not the power to express your life or experience, but it is a power over others' experience, which what we're talking about with the control system and the free control people. Always it's the manifestation of deep insecurity, coward, fear. The control systems are run by cowards, by people in fear. Yes, it can be in the system, it can be in a community, it can be in a religion, it can be in a family dynamic. Symbolically and ritually, in any ways, where the energetic construct of this control, suppressed epoch, if you like, and the cusp, you're going to other one. Like, we got a situation of the control system, like, desperately try to hold on to its power. You look on the global level, and you look at the smaller level, you see, what the fuck, these reptiles, draconians, lizards, those on the global scale have the same mentality of those surrounding my life, like there is a common between these two, but as time passes, there's truth vibration, the level of awareness of the gotta be imposing itself as it's normal. So I say the control system is doomed. These people are doomed, incredibly doomed. It's doomed, yes. not if you sit and do nothing, and you let them suppress your energy. No, we need to tune into them, follow the guidance, inspiration, okay, and be a five sense reality expression out of them. So sitting around and letting it happen, I'm not gonna let these bullies bully me. No, I'm not gonna let these bullies, in fear, cowards, insecure, hungry for power, jealous, hateful, hate, fear. That what all they bombard wherever they go is. They are not the master of illusion because we can see beyond their illusion. They are the master of destruction. They bring this destructive to them and to the people around them. They must lose and then so much win. Oh, motherfucker, everybody can win, if you mind your fucking business. And if you leave people alone, everybody can win, No, you can't embody my divine essence energy. You can't embody that. But if the same thing done to you, you've been gangsta and you've been what I threw, you collapsed from the second day, and you want to compare yourself to me. It's just a construct of these idiots, death throats, and if you become that built, the control system that we are exposing and manifesting and trying to manifest itself more and more, then that is an absolute 100% holographic manifestation of this old epoch energetic construct. Therefore, it must fall when the energetic cord fall. Like that picture on the screen, that manifesting the information must go blank. What I'm trying to say, we are in challenging time because we are in this bumping, meeting, cusp change of the period of transformation. That, my goodness, be jumping timelines or my kids, my grandkids is not gonna live this life. Fuck those motherfuckers. I'm not gonna allow those graduate another narcs. Like, it's very wonderful time to be here, to see suppression and limitation replaced by expansion and infinite potential. One wonderful time to watch this, how challenging it is. Some of you, like, okay, fine, you changed, you upgrade, you high vibrate. The higher you vibrate, the impossible you make it to siphon your energy. You cut the cords. You're not speaking to these people. Now karma kick in. What you gonna do? Are you gonna sit and watch their karma? That's stupid, yo. That's stupid. The implicit reality behind all this. And like we're talking, I have a knowledge about ETs and high spiritual beings. I'm gonna bother with these people. I just want them to fuck off, like fuck off my energy, fuck off my life, fuck off my devices, fuck off my wireless, fuck off, fuck off, like fuck off, like that's maybe I could explain what the awakening is like, but in a new book I'm writing, because it is in terms of how this control system and how those narcs works and how they inflict the trauma on you since you're a child. And what's the agenda al-khabisi, like when this planet, when this reality was in the period of what the ancient call it, the golden age, and you go in the Indian belief, and that is a time of a great expansion and connection. And so we could not put on a perspective of life that so-called physical bodies really perceived the true dramatic, different nature of what that epoch expresses, where you are in this world, but you're not of it in terms of the point of observation. You know, you're experiencing this reality. You're not in this world. You know, like people. You know, like I'm talking to chosen individual. You know what I mean? Like you're looking at them. I have nothing to do with those. Not their mentality, not their ways, not their morals, not their system. The point of observation was all different. You know, you realize yourself that you are in a higher realm of consciousness than them. You know, the Flintstone, and you're in a high consciousness, and those are Flintstone. You know, so, you know, the nothing period. This, you can think that the world and everything is in the house. You know, that madhouse. You open the window and you pull your point of observation back, and not from within that house, but much higher of perception, because of this connection between experiencing level and higher level of consciousness. So suddenly you realize, you know, that madhouse is calling me crazy. The town, they're calling me crazy. Yo, you're all living in a madhouse. Definitely I'm gonna look crazy because I'm awakened. You know, I've been there, and I'm sitting in the room and thinking that is all it is. That golden age period, you know, where we were all one as consciousness, but the conflict, the division, the competition, that I must win. I must take the Greek part, the sense of entitlement, you know, that doesn't manifest in this period of expansion and understanding. We realize that this is the time is high vibration. Anything that is doing low vibration thing, it's gonna blow in his face, you know. Like, come on. It's like an avatar, or I don't know. See, I'm not saying what it symbolized, like it will lead to where I'm going. What that manifestation of golden age expanding reality is within this time loop, which is not really a loop if we get along, but it is information and expanding level of information within the construct of this reality, which we decode through to a holographic experience, and it's very different holographic experience than we're having now before, but the information construct is very different than what we're going now. What I am saying, something happened in this reality to create what I call a schism. This schism was a distortion within the information construct. And that distortion changed everything. One of the things that it did, because I keep coming back to if we keep thinking physical and what it seems to be physical, we're gonna lose. Because this is a holographic, illusory, apparently three-dimensional reality, but it's not solid. We decode it as solid, but nothing about it is solid. It's the information construct which is decoding through this. And if you take not even the analogy, the principle of holograms, you have got a holographic print, you got an information, a waveform. If you look at the holographic print and the fingerprint, they are the same, you know, even they look the same, you know. So if you put a laser on it and manifest it from that is apparently three-dimensional holographic figure, and what other being photographed in front of it on the print. And so at the same time you have got the information construct, the waveform, and you've got the manifestation of the holographic of the manifestation from the waveform, which is an image of a person, box, whatever you photographed. And let's say, how can something exist in this waveform and the particle form at the same time? Because they do. When you are looking at a holographic figure or holographic three-dimensional figure, The information construct with that manifest, it doesn't disappear. And it doesn't stand there alone. They stand together. They are different frame at the same thing. So the decoded information. So what I am saying of this, the sequence that I'm talking about, is when this information construct in this, what I call it a golden age, was distorted. Then that distortion had to manifest through into the decoding of the holographic world. And one of those ways that it did so, the massive, enormous, catastrophic geological event. And these are recorded in an ancient account and legends all over the world. They talk about volcanic earthquakes, to tsunami, disasters. They talk about the earth turning over, and they are consistently all around the world talking about the same thing on these stories. Maybe you got people who research from scientific point or geological, biological point, but in the modern time, and they found that these ancient stories are mirrored in the biological and geological records. So what's happening is mirrored. You know what I mean? And this energetic information waveform foundation construct happened. It was manifested into holographic reality, and the biblical version of it is the Great Flood, for example. Many things like catastrophic. The other things I'm saying is like created schisms, distortion in the human personality. You see where I'm coming? That's harmony, connection. That everything in harmony and connection and everything else brilliantly symbolized as the blue people in the Avatar movie. And that distortion brought into that and brought an end to that. The harmony of the planets itself through the geographic disasters, and it fractured human personalities. That harmony became fraction, and then we went into all different emotional state, distortion here, distortion there. We see all the emotional distorted people everywhere, the fear, the distortion, and other low vibrational emotional state, and frustration, anger, hatred, jealousy, conflict, all started to manifest. And when we're now in the period, I would suggest, where that distortion is being healed by truth vibration, by this energetic change. Some call them Reiki healers, some call them truth vibration, some call them spiritual awakening. Anyway, the control system, because there's deeper than spiritual, and religion, and there's much more deeper than that, the distortion that the control system cannot manifest. Because it's harmonious, that harmonious balance, that the information construct make them shake in fear, and they want to control over anger, for war, hatred, torture, Satanist rituals, pedophilia. All these stuff cannot manifest except of a distortion, and if this distortion is healed, and what's happening, as I suggest, I'm not telling people what to believe. The last thing I want to do is to impose my thing to other people, or to lead to misinformation. I just share what I know, like, he's leading people wrong. What are you, a fascist or what? Or a Nazi? What leading people? Like, I'm not even imposing my belief on you. Don't impose your belief in me, because that's when I'm gonna break your neck. But through that vibration, let's keep on going faster in this suppression of vibration state of closed-minded people. And this, like, when you tap up and you open your mind to other possibilities, and we're the one who's tuning to the information and the truth vibration, because we are the one in the truth vibration. So we are tapping into different higher realities, and at this time of all dense vibrational carnal minded, lower sacral chakra minded people, you know, like they think downstairs, everything, even their manifestation, it have to be a ritual that I have to do with downstairs. It's all about that, you know. It must form, you know. It's being, you know, like instead of feeding these entities, you know, no, you save yourself a much better time, and save your health and your way of life, and vibrate higher and keep that sacred creation for something positive. You know, this is the different and the manipulative of Western, and what knowing is what's really going on in this world. You know, but it's more and more control of. Look at how microchips and genetic vaccine will mask, will children's adults, particularly the got ways electrochemical distortion, and you look at them in global scale and you look at them in local scale, and you see all of them on the same vibration, and like, you know, but this electromagnetic technology is kicking in now. Hello. Like, hello. I would suggest there's controversy here. You know, beyond the control system, like prevent the power of what we already have from these truth vibration. You know, like hey, yeah, wake up, experience the truth vibration, and see how powerful you are without controlling people. See how magnetizing. You don't have to do too much and put all this energy, you know, to feed off others, and you know, experience the truth vibration and the healing and the shadow work. Experience this high vibration, and you know, you don't have to do all that disgusting shit, you know, to others, you know. Truth vibration. What? It makes you a heart attack. You can't vibrate on your truth vibration. You have to snatch what's not yours to live. مش فاهم أنا. You know, like مش فاهم. Control what? Why you can't control? Control yourself, motherfucker. You know, fundamentally, family, by this true vibration information and what's coming from that, it's game over. You know, like you tell them it's game over, like checkmate you. That chessboard, it's mine. Those the statues on the chessboard, I created them, like, you know, flip it, and they keep nagging like peacocks. Wake up, motherfuckers.